It's Field Day 2026, baby. Let's go.
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a full-time traveler and ham radio operator. I activate amazing parks all over the United States. Join the adventure and see what's next.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy.
The traveler has come.
Because Kansas is going bye-bye.
It was a huge, beastly, bulging man. Plates were from Kansas.
Hey radio friends, I'm Mike, Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham, and this is Field Day 2026. It'll be my first field day with my local club here, the Wichita Amateur Radio Club. And we're operating today out of the Wichita Regional Fire Training Facility, and this should be pretty cool. I'm pumped. This is a fantastic facility. It's air conditioned. We're gonna be inside the whole time. Plenty of room to set up antennas. Huge amounts of room for the stations. I can't wait to show it to you. We got about an hour before the event starts. Let's go in and see what's going on. Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is my workstation right in here. This is the CW station. That part of the setup you recognize. And I've got the club logging computer there. We're using N3FJP. Thankfully, I am well versed in that. I've also got my regular laptop here so I can look things up on the internet if I need to and keep the logger up. And you could tell when we come in, we got a little bit of eye candy there with the this is some smart television that's in here as part of the training facility. So I was able to open it up and get on to Open Ham Clock. This is an interesting companion I share this space with. He's here all day and all night, and always looks like there's someone right by the door. It's a little creepy at night. So we've got about 20 minutes. I'm gonna start on the final preparations here. It's gonna be a busy start. You know, everything's always real hectic right when field day starts. So I'll be dealing with all that. And I've got, as you can see here, I've got a few targeted satellite passes I'm gonna try to get the one contact. And the SO50 is the only one I can see that's doable for me today. And it's at 2:32, an hour and a half after the contest starts. I'm thinking that's gonna be pretty busy, but it'll be a good dry run for me anyway. I haven't run any satellite since you saw me run satellite, you know, a year ago. And then I've got ISS at 2 in the morning. Hopefully there's 1 or 2 people out there, and maybe that would be an easy contact to be out there at 2 in the morning. And another one in the morning at 8:28, so there's another possibility there, but I'm thinking that was gonna be pretty busy too. I haven't figured out yet how I would like to start. I usually like a nice little warm up. You know, I'm not a super competitive person in ham radio, so it's not like I'm trying to get tons of contacts. 8 minutes to go. That was a 4A. N6. N6P. Well, I might just try it. All right, we're at the digital station here, or one of them, I suppose. What's your name and call sign? Even though you got it there on your chest.
Hey guys, Kyle Saldana, KS0TOR.
And this is this looks like a pretty slick setup you got here. Walk us through. Let's take the radio box first.
Yeah,
here.
so this is kind of the portable home setup, if you will. So FT-3000 down below there.
Nice.
Just an older Lenovo Think Center that drives everything. And this is nice, has USB CAT and USB audio interface built in. And then just basic 2-meter 440 with an SWR meter. I've got an SDR play that we can run if need be, and then just the HF tuner.
And what size box is that?
That's a 6U.
6U.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
And then you're running FT8?
4 right
FT4,
now. Yep.
okay.
We scooted over to something a little quicker.
This is the SO50 pass at 232. I do not think I have a good chance at making a contact here, but we're going to give it a try regardless. You'll want to listen on 436.805. That'll be the downlink of the satellite. And then we'll gradually tune down as the satellite passes. And I've got my radios reversed. Go to 800, go to 800. A lot of people on there. Kilo Yankee, Kilo Yankee. Kilo Yankee, Whiskey Zero Whiskey. Could you guys hear many voices on that? Not really? I had a hard time tracking it myself with the directional. All part of the chaos of field day. Yeah, I think he's pretty much set now. That's about what I expected out of that pass.
Whiskey Zero Whiskey. Copy the 5 Alpha, Northern New Jersey. We are 4 Alpha Kilo Sierra, over.
All right, we got Randy, president of the Wichita Amateur Radio Club. What's your call sign, Randy?
Whiskey Zero Romeo Delta Romeo.
And we made a change recently. The club made a change to its testing process. Can you walk us through that?
So we used to do our testing on paper. We have switched over to entirely computerized testing, where the questions are presented to you on the computer and you literally just either type in the letter corresponding to the answer or move the mouse over it and click on it. It's graded in real time. As soon as you finish testing, you just click the grade button and you'll know instantly if you passed or not. And
Awesome.
We've had a really good pass rate.
And we changed the schedule as well.
Right. We used to test I think it was second Friday of every other month. We now test the second Saturday of every month at 9 o'clock, which has increased our participation in the testing significantly.
So let's clarify that. You're testing twice as often.
Twice as often.
Which common sense thinking would say, well, that means you're going to get half the turnout, right?
Well, it would, except for I think the one Friday every other month, especially a Friday evening, just wasn't convenient for a lot of people. And if they didn't know that it was every other month and it was the even or odd months, they didn't know when to come.
Right.
So now that we have the schedule published, the second Saturday of every month, we're seeing a lot more people show up.
And you said we've actually had more participation.
Absolutely.
Having it more often. And I think it's shown, just the last 2 meetings we've gone to, the number of new people that were sitting there at the meetings, the number of new people that we have here today, seems like it's been a smashing success.
I think so. I'm really encouraged by what's been going on with it.
So how do you think things have gone today?
Really amazingly well. You never know when you show up for a field day, number one, how many people are going to show up to help and what obstacles you're going to run into. Our biggest obstacle for this weekend has been how wet the ground is.
Yeah.
They've had close to 10 inches of rain right here.
Yep.
In this last week.
Including like 5 inches Thursday night.
There was 5 inches Thursday night alone. and we've had a little trouble getting antennas to stay vertical. But we got that together, got here this morning, got the network fired up, got all the stations connected. We showed up about 2.5 hours before the event started out, and we were done setting up with an hour plus, more than an hour to spare.
Well, let's talk about that go-to station. It has been mobbed today. That's part of that class change, I think, again. But we had 5 or 6 people around that station.
There's 4 or 5 over there right now.
Waiting to get a turn, yeah.
I was just talking to 3 of the people that were in one of my recent classes, and they came up to me, Randy, I made a contact. They were so excited. That's the whole thing about field days. Sure, it's a lot of fun, and I'm a real competitive person and would like to see us score thousands of points. But the reality is, it's a social event. It's a way to practice our art. It's a brotherhood kind of thing. I guess I shouldn't call it a brotherhood anymore, but.
Well, very cool. Appreciate you, Randy, taking a few moments here in the busy day to sit down and talk to us.
Absolutely my pleasure.
And here are the most important people of the day. And this is why. What are you guys cooking up tonight?
Pulled pork.
Uh-huh.
Rodney cooked it.
Pulled pork. And it's smoked, isn't it?
Yes.
For how many hours?
11 hours.
11 hours.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We're having funeral potatoes
Cool.
and baked beans, green beans, and macaroni and cheese.
Very good. And we got some coleslaw.
That's coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Because I got to put some coleslaw on a pulled pork sandwich.
I
I got
Put it together.
We got to get some culture in here. I got to show some people how to do that.
oh, and I use you guys as a guinea pig.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
another salad in there too.
Oh,
so.
okay. All right. Okay. Well, everyone says field day is about the food.
Number one.
Here you are.
Yes.
So operating today has been pretty cool. I haven't had to do a whole lot, but we haven't done too bad. I'll show you the numbers we got on the computer right now through Saturday with a little bit of operating going on right now. But the voice guys got off to a quick lead. But I had another gentleman named Tim settle in at the CW machine, and he knocked it out. And by the time I'd done the satellite pass and sat through the antenna class we held here as part of our field day activities, he had caught us up to tied, and we've done pretty well since. And the CW team has the lead right now for the contacts within the club. Not that anyone's keeping score, but whatever you can do to keep yourself motivated to keep making contacts, that's what you do.
Hey, everybody says the ham radio clubs need to be friendly and welcoming to new members, and if you need that, you need a Joe. Joe is past president and friendly, smiling face for anybody walking in through the front door. So if you want a friendly ham radio club, you need a Joe, and you can't borrow ours. Good turnout so far, don't you think?
Great turnout.
Yeah. The go-to station's just getting mobbed right now.
And that's really exciting because obviously the purpose of the go-to station is important. But for a lot of people, especially today, it's not that difficult to figure out how to get the license, but to get from that to first contact is a challenge for a lot of
Fright.
people. Exactly.
So we're getting a few people over the hump there, at least getting closer to it at the very least. But a couple of them have gotten on the air already. It's nice.
Watching others that have the same apprehensions and the same lack of experience, and getting the people that have done it forever out of the way so that they can get a chance to try it, it's a good recipe.
And I screwed up earlier. You are not a former president.
No.
Are you considering running for president?
No.
Have you made any trips to Iowa recently?
No, and please stop making those yard signs.
Was in Iowa last week?
I was in Iowa last week.
Oh, see? He's running. So there's a lot of talk about clubs, ham radio clubs on YouTube, and there's a lot of talk about unfriendly clubs and friendly clubs. I feel like Wichita Amateur Radio Club is a very friendly club.
We work at it.
Yeah.
And part of the reason we work at it is it's important to me. And part of the reason it's important to me is, like many hams, over the decades, I have come and gone from being active. And on one of my returns to active status, I went to a local field day, and I walked in the door, and there were 2 dozen people working several different stations, conversations occurring on the side, which was all great, except I had never been to this location before. I had never been to this group's field day before. I didn't know any of the people there.
Yeah.
And it was a very awkward situation to just break into somebody's conversation or just walk up to somebody that's operating the event. So I decided that, well, it means we need to have a welcoming committee that's dedicated to identifying who's new, what brings you here today, what would you like to get out of it, how long are you going to be here, all those practical considerations of visitors.
Right. And here you are, you're stationed right by the front door.
Right by the front door.
Meeting people as they come in.
Keep the riffraff out and invite the guest in.
You're saying he should have kept you out?
Usually that's the best approach.
You know, we have a token riffraff as a sacrificial anode that we can throw him out to show what we're serious about it.
Chapter 2 of Mike's Satellite Follies starts off with A, me realizing that my coax was detached from the transmit radio, which was likely its status during my last pass, and B, I recorded the pass in time-lapse mode, leaving me with this incredible video to work with. Now on this ISS pass, I did attempt to respond to the call sign Whiskey Zero Uniform Kilo with our club's call, class, and section, and did get a response back. Unfortunately, all I heard was Whiskey Zero Uniform Kilo, and then they got stepped on before they could give their exchange by another station simply throwing out their call hoping to get a field day contact of their own. I never heard from that station again, and in fact, I could never get back on the bird again. Even if I had completed the contact with that station, I recorded no audio in time-lapse mode, so there was no way for me to get the exchange off of a recording. That means I'm 0 for 2 on satellite passes. Oh well, one more chance to go.
Won't be North Carolina? Just need the call. PKJ? All right, folks, welcome to Chapter 3 of Mike's Satellite Follies. We are once again working ISS, but this one's coming from the northwest, so maybe that will give me a little more opportunity to get a contact early, because there's not a whole lot of populated area northwest of Kansas. So maybe, just maybe, I can pull off a contact early on before it tracks so far east that it picks up everybody out east. Because once I started here in Indiana and Illinois last night, it was done. Even at 2 in the morning, there were way too many people. It was way too competitive. We got satellite on the horizon, acquisition signal. Very low on the horizon. 4.7 degrees.
Please copy 3L.
Don't step on people. They're in the middle of a contact.
Whiskey 7 Alpha India.
Whiskey 0 Charlie Yankee.
Kilo 7 Whiskey Victor Zulu.
Charlie Yankee, Whiskey 0 Whiskey. Not getting in. Charlie Yankee.
India Alpha Field Day.
far for me.
Whiskey 0, Charlie Yankee.
Running mid-power, so that's 20 to 25. Still more than a lot of people would like satellite ops to run. I think I did actually run on a low power in my last couple operations, but field day, I'm keeping that up a little bit. I'm still getting run over like crazy.
Kilo 0, November Delta.
6, 1 Delta, Utah.
Kilo 0, November Delta.
0, JMK.
Kilo 0. Alright, that's my
JMK, Whiskey 7,
Bump the frequency.
Kilo 0, November Delta, Whiskey 0, Whiskey 4, Alpha, Kansas. Oh, indeed. QSL on that 4 Alpha, Kansas. Please copy 2 Alpha, November Delta. Thank you. Good contact.
Whiskey 0, Charlie Yankee.
Woo! Kilo 0, November Delta, I got it. It should be recorded. And I am not going to transmit anymore. It's field day. Everybody's trying to get one contact. There is no point getting more than one. It's just clogging up the system. So that's it. This is the end of Mike's Satellite Follies. We did it! Woo! All right, so here's a little field day drama. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I broke my DX Commander mask a few weeks ago. Just being stupid, my fault. Pulling a rope through that loop you see there on the top. I was using it to hold up an infed, and pulling that through, I just snapped that piece. So I've been holding it together with some duct tape. It's actually Gorilla Tape on there for this operation, but I had to come out in the middle of the night and repair it once already last night. Put it back together, and Kansas wind has done that to it since. And I ran out of tape, so I could only do as much as I could. And I just needed it to last until lunchtime to get through field day. And there we go. It made it. And now it's ready to tear it down. All in all, I consider this a pretty successful field day, making over 60 CW contacts and persevering for the one satellite contact. But I hope you noticed along the way that the Wichita Amateur Radio Club is a pretty good club. It's a welcoming club, and there's amateurs within that enjoy all aspects of the hobby. Maybe we should talk less about the bad clubs and more about the good ones. I'm Mike, Kilo Echo 0, Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham, and that's Field Day 2026. See you next time.